Does the TV industry need to give more control to its audience? That is the basis of our argument in this video essay. We're deep in the digital age and people want to be able to access their favourite TV shows when it's convenient to them, not to be restricted by network scheduling, global restrictions and delayed DVD releases. Audiences want the freedom to binge on the shows they like, and we're going to look at how the TV industry could follow the example of services such as Netflix, Hulu and Amazon Instant Video. Convergence is defined as the interconnection of information and communications technologies, computer networks and media content. It brings together the 3 C's, computing, communication and content, and is a direct consequence of the digitalization of media content and the popularization of the internet. To summarise, due to the rise of the internet as a tool with which to view media, many companies are taking advantage of the service to offer their content on demand. More and more people are turning to online services such as Netflix and Hulu to access television content, due to the ease of use, so much so that many television broadcasters are getting in on the act with services such as BBC iPlayer and 4 On Demand in the UK and the CBS and CW websites in the US. A large draw for these services are that they are offered at a reasonable price, or in the case of iPlayer and the official CW website, free of charge. Another advantage to many of these services is the range of devices you can use to access them, such as phones, games consoles, tablets and laptops, meaning you aren't limited to a TV and don't even need to pay for a TV license to watch most of it. The rise of video-on-demand services and technological convergence has changed public expectation when it comes to accessing media. With most media products being available online almost instantly, people desire more choice in what they want to consume. Netflix has started distributing its exclusive shows by releasing entire seasons in one go, allowing viewers to watch the entire series from beginning to end without having to wait for the next episode to air. Giving this kind of choice to its customers fits right into the rise of the online age, as it is available instantly in all countries where Netflix is available. Game of Thrones, an incredibly popular show, follows the traditional release method of a weekly schedule that is tied to cable subscriptions. To watch Game of Thrones upon release in the US, viewers have to pay for an additional HBO monthly subscription as well as cable, adding more money to their monthly bill. In the UK, it isn't as bad, but access is still locked behind a Sky subscription. It is worth noting that Game of Thrones is also the most pirated show in the world, which is believed to be because access to the show is limited and people can pirate shows globally when and how they want. However, it's not just about access to shows, but access to the services that provide them. As people are using their smartphones and tablets more, companies are pushing to have apps made, and services like Netflix and Hulu have an app on most platforms. Regular television just isn't as accessible on the go. The main thing that needs to improve to cause a decline in piracy is globalized access. People in the UK do not have access to many shows, mainly because they are American-made. Netflix, for example, has different content depending on which country you're accessing the service from. Being able to access the shows of all countries would cease the need for the audience to use proxy servers or browser plugins to fake their computer's nationality. These region-locking measures are generally the result of copyright and licensing issues, but unfortunately the mass public does not take this into consideration. With social media being used in spreading marketing campaigns for new shows and people sharing thoughts on the latest episodes, people across the world get involved. As a result, unless people are watching these shows when they are first released, they have to actively work to avoid spoilers. These delays can give people the incentive to turn to illegal methods of watching shows. Piracy does not have any access problems to contend with. Video-on-demand services have the ability to push for this kind of release method. Netflix releases its exclusive shows like House of Cards to all regions where Netflix is available. If this were to happen with every show, then people would no longer need to use proxies to access different Netflix regions. Our conclusion is that yes, the TV industry does need to give more control to its audience, and that this is best done through embracing convergence in the use of the internet and on-demand services. The audience wants to be able to watch the shows they like, no matter where they are or how much they earn. Giving them this control will not only decrease issues such as piracy, but will, in the long run, likely earn the production companies more money, the sale of merchandise and DVDs increasing, along with the amount of people able to access the show.
Give people what they want, when they want it, in the form they want it in, at a reasonable price, and they'll more likely pay for it rather than steal it.